Hello, welcome to Freshtodeathcomics. I'm your host, Luke, and this is the other host, Amy.
Oh, I'm glad you remembered who I am.
I did, I remember.
Good job,
It's
us.
only our 4th episode in, and I remembered
Yay.
that you are the host and not just a guest.
Yes, got that right.
Unless you want to be a guest again.
Gonna sound great.
This week, we got some tea and drama for you. As you know, we're trying to build up the podcast. We're sharing all kinds of things. We shared Bad Bunny, and we have now become alienated from my family. We'll get into that today.
Oh, we will. Okay.
We're also going to, we're going to discuss the Bad Bunny concert, of course. We're going to discuss this brand new show that I found in the late nights of waiting for YouTube the upload. It's called Suddenly Amish, and it is probably the worst fake show I've ever seen. And finally, if that wasn't all, we're going to be talking. I don't know what else we're going to talk about, but that's probably going to be enough for now. So let's jump into it. The Super Bowl was this past Sunday, and I do not care about the teams. I'm an Eagles fan. I don't like the Patriots. So, I mean, I guess I'm going to root for the Seahawks, but it's not like I'm going to buy things. It's not like I went to the website afterwards.
Absolutely not.
Amy, did you care?
No.
The commercials?
I was rooting for Puerto Rico.
Correct. I was more excited for the concerts. Before the football game, they had a Green Day concert, and that was so cool. I wish we could find out what the unedited thing said, and I'd find it weird that I can't find anybody who, took a picture of it live.
Or recorded it live.
Or was it purposely censored? And,
because they were like, oh, you've already replaced idiot agenda with MAGA agenda.
Yeah, but he said in the Green Day thing, he does an anti-Trump thing. He says F Trump or something negative against Trump, but it gets edited. And I'm just surprised nobody has talked about that, because I feel like that was more political and more offensive because he says the F word about Trump. But no one talks about that, so I don't know what he actually said.
Yeah.
Unless it was already fake, and then maybe that's the whole thing. So I don't know. The commercials I was a little excited for, but after, I don't know, the 4th commercial about Wegovy,
okay.
I was kind of done.
You know what I wasn't done with, though?
What?
That Instacart commercial with Benson Boone and Ben Stiller. I could, watch that on loop, I think. It's so funny every time I see it.
See, that's high. That is, if you're going to watch the Super Bowl commercials, there's only, maybe 5 that you should watch, if that. That's one of them.
Oh, yeah.
The other one, I hate mayonnaise. Despise it. Cannot have it on anything. Whoppers. If it has mayonnaise on it, I will not eat it. But I loved that mayonnaise commercial.
You've never loved mayonnaise more in your life.
I've never loved mayonnaise and been like, man, that looks like so much fun. And I was watching it going, man, that's an Andy Samberg ripoff. And this kind of sounds like a Lonely Island bit. Man, these guys are ripping off Lonely Island, kind of. But then I start laughing and go, you know what? If they are, fine. This is funny. I am enjoying myself. And there's just this part where the character who looks like Andy Samberg is just squirting and goes.
And there's that shot where it's kind of underneath him. And I was like, oh no, that's definitely Samberg.
I wasn't sure still.
I was like,
but
no, I
I've
recognize
seen that face
in the
so
eyes.
many times. I was betting money. That I was no one can make a face like that. And if so, this has got to be Samberg's brother, Seth Meyers' brother.
Oh yeah,
who
they
plays
look
Gavin
so
Newsom.
much alike.
So I was I gotta find out about this. So I looked it up. It is Andy Samberg.
Yes.
But that commercial, to me, the fact I don't like mayonnaise, And I love that commercial.
Sweet sandwich time. Which, honestly, it made me like Sweet Caroline again because I'm sorry. Sweet Caroline gives me the ick. I just don't like it. I'm sorry.
What's wrong with it?
Sorry, Neil. Just.
To me, I hear it and all I think of is Oswego and just everybody standing up in the hockey arena going, bum, bum, bum.
I feel like I think it goes back to like me knowing like 2 good Carolines in my life and many not good. So it soured me for the song.
So then you really like the other Caroline.
If you mean the Caroline.
Caroline! She's the reason for the word bitch. Bitch. Caroline!
I hope you always get through a car accident, get through a crash. Crash into a ditch. Just playing.
So.
Please don't sue us, Outcast.
So I enjoyed that commercial. I'm trying to think of the other ones. I really hated the Bradley Cooper Instacart one.
Oh, the Uber Eats
ones was, that was terrible.
That was annoying.
Like, I get it. Food, Uber Eats, football.
Well, you've been, Matthew McConaughey has already been doing this for, this theme of food. It's in your mind. They're playing mind tricks. They're playing with your mind.
I feel like he keeps on thinking he's elevating it, and making a whole.
Once you get to finger puppets, you've reached a level that's you can't go back. It's psychotic.
Oh my God, they're gonna go to space.
The only people that worked for was Key and Peele, guys. The only time where a sketch elevated and went to space.
So
besides Pigs in Space.
But then the halftime performance started. I was excited. I've been listening to Bad Bunny since I started listening to him back around COVID because he was a wrestler in WWE and there's a Puerto Rican Spider-Man who was in the comics and he wants to portray that comic.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning this a couple years ago.
I'm going to throw the cover here.
Do you, off the top of your head, do you remember what the title of this run was?
It's written by Peter David. I know he's called the Luchador or something because he's a luchador.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's a spider villain. I have the book. I haven't gotten there in the readings.
It's somewhere in this room, maybe. Nobody knows.
I know where it is. It's where the friend box is.
Where's the friend box?
That's what I'm looking for. All my friends are in that box and I can't find them.
That's why we have no friends.
I have no friends. And after the Super Bowl, I didn't have any friends. So I've been listening to Bad Bunny. And then been listening to him. He's okay. A lot of Spanish. I know a little bit. But for the most part, whenever I've seen Bad Bunny, I don't hate him. He just seems like an awesome guy. He's having fun doing his thing.
Agreed.
And then he gets announced for the Super Bowl. And then he says, you can learn some Espanol in a year.
Yeah.
He goes, and to be fair, he's learned English.
Yeah.
He's had to learn how to talk.
He's gone on the press circuit. Yeah.
He's from Puerto Rico. They only speak Spanish there. It's a territory of the United States. The United States owns it, so he is an American citizen. So there is no crossing the bridge of, he doesn't count. He's not an American. He is an American. You can't just decide because you don't like it who's an American, who's not. What's not? It's Alaska? Alaska's too far north. We think they're colluding with Russia. We don't want Alaska. Alaskans are no longer American.
We can't colonize Hawaii anymore than we already have.
What about Hawaii? We're going to get rid of that? Just states that we decide we don't like. If we don't like Puerto Rico, give them independence then.
Yeah.
Let us be done with each other. But no, we tax them so much. I found out,
well, you know what it is, right?
They are taxed so much. And then Bad Bunny and a lot of these artists are giving back, so much of their salaries to help the people because of basically the trade embargo on Puerto Rico.
Yep. Well, you know what it is, right? It's really that Puerto Rico doesn't have any representation So they're not a vote that can be won, so they don't care.
All right.
They're not an electoral college vote. They
Gotcha.
don't have it.
But they only count as a primary vote.
Yep.
So I don't know exactly what that means. They count as a vote in the primaries.
But they don't.
So
Politicians don't get anything from it. They're not like a bolster. So they just view it as a tax drain.
gotcha. So regardless, I've been listening to Bad Bunny. I've been getting my Spanish up, as we've talked about. I've learned some Spanish. I've known Spanish. I lived in Massachusetts for a year in an all Spanish neighborhood. Like, you kind of like, can you imagine? I was in like 5th grade. I knew zero Spanish. The only Spanish I had ever heard was from VeggieTales when they do the mi cabeza, me duele la cabeza. Like, he's lost his, like, that's the only time I've ever heard any Spanish. And then I get to Spanish, everything in my grades, I am better than everybody in the class. Except Spanish, I'm getting an F because I don't know what hola is. Like, and the class is learning like they're learning like vocabulary words like
In Spanish.
what we would consider maybe like AP Spanish. Like, they all spoke Spanish fluently, their households, like everyone spoke Spanish. So it was like a jump course into the world of Spanish. So I feel like I can't speak it well, but if you say things, I know what you're saying. I don't know all of it, but I can give you the gist.
Yeah, you speak like pidgin Spanish. Like, you can pick up little bits. I don't know if that's the phrase or.
I like to think of it as like baby. I speak baby Spanish.
Yeah, you speak like little baby Spanish.
Like, if you imagine me like a little toddler, I'm a toddler speaking Spanish.
How do you? Is it just bebe in Spanish?
Yeah, bebe.
Bebe.
Yo
What
tengo
would you
un
say to
bebé.
your? What would you say to your customers at Staples?
Hola, como like, I would say like, hello, welcome to Staples, and they'd be like, usually I like, if they only spoke Spanish, I'd be like, oh, okay, let me help you. But a lot of the times, because I was working in the tech room, we'd get like, does anybody know Spanish? These people don't know English. I don't know what to do. And so I would be like, I know a little bit. Let them know I can speak like a baby. And so I went and talked to them, and I was able to they needed a charger for their phone because they only had the European chargers. So, or like the other, I don't know what kind of charger it is for the wall.
Yeah,
like,
they have different chargers in different countries.
yeah, so they didn't have an American one. So I was like, oh, here's what you need. And like, because I can say phone, and I was able to communicate. And what was different about it was they were trying so hard not to offend me, but at the same time trying to tell me what they were trying to say. Like, we tried to find a same word, and I'm like, okay, yeah, we got there. Like telefono, and like he would figure out the charge. He was like, telefono, like, and I was like, okay, got you. And I'd speak a little bit. The worst was French. We had some French people come in. No one speaks French apparently in Staples. So they're like, Brian, you speak Spanish. Go talk to him. And I said, Spanish and French are two different things.
That's true.
So I went to talk to them, and I said, no French. No, I don't know French, but un poco español. And the guy goes, oh, sí, hablo español. And I go, un poco, el bebe. And we both talked in Spanish that he knew and I knew to figure out what he needed.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, it was just really brilliant that no one got upset at the language barrier. Like, they were so willing to, like, we're going to find out this. We're going to work this out. Why?
Not only that, but the guy like just switched to Spanish to
Yeah, he was-
bridge a language gap.
Yeah, he was able to do that, which, I mean,
Is very impressive.
so it doesn't, like, but it is. But I mean, his Espanol was not great. Plus, he was speaking it with a French accent. So Take that as you.
I don't.
Oh
Even-
my god. Oh, that's why I laughed. Because there was in high school, there was a French teacher who also taught Spanish,
Yep.
but she did it as like an accent in French when she did the Spanish. So it sounded like, I don't know how French people. Hello, hello, hola.
It's
¿cómo
very,
está?"
very. Yeah,
Like,
it's like very nasally.
yeah, like so, like people got really confused.
She'd be like, "Hello, cómo está?"
So I have
Et
been
tu?
listening to Bad Bunny. We've been listening to it. He went on SNL.
Yeah,
His performance on SNL was the best of the whole season so far.
as far as I'm concerned.
Like he has the best sketch. The sketch of the K-pop demon hunters
Hunters.
is the best sketch I think in the last couple of years.
It's as good as Sushi Glory Hole. Like it's we've watched it that many times.
We have.
Like Sushi Glory Hole was like a daily occurrence for like 2 months.
So, and I've been telling you what the words are in English. Like I guess I could have looked it up, but like it's hard to look up the language
Yes.
of like what's this song mean, and then they tell you what it's about, and you're like, but he keeps on saying this word, and that's not the word that you're supposed to, like. I don't know that word. What is he saying?
Oh, yeah, like actually due to a feature of Spotify's new update.
Which might be because of the Super Bowl.
I think so, but they started translating line by line and giving it written out in Spanish, and then underneath it having like line by line an English translation of it. And I thought that's so cool because now I can get the gist of what he's saying, and now I know that cuidado means be careful. Because I was asking you that in the car, and you were like, what are you saying? And I'm like, I don't know, cuidado. Because I'm bad at Spanish. I took French.
Cuidado.
But that being said, there is like there's similarities between the Romance languages, so I could see why that guy would like shove you out there if everybody else only spoke English. So, because English is wackadoo. Polish and Polish are spelled the exact same way, but said totally different. Like, don't make no sense.
That's true.
But
I was excited. We were listening to the Bad Bunny concert. It got on. You and me were dancing.
oh, immediately, and I'm pretty sure I pulled a muscle in my back. But
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I shouldn't have twisted you like that. But the story, like, I didn't
warm up. No,
I know Spanish, but Puerto Rican, they use a lot of slang. So I did not catch all of it. I'm going to be honest. I didn't understand everything that was going on. I was catching bits and pieces, but like the way he was doing it was correct. Like, hello, do you like this glass? Yes, I like to go around. No, I don't want this. I'll give it to you. You're the DJ. Let's dance. I like you, girl. Now I'm going to talk to these old guys. Hi. Like,
yeah. Or was that the Guillermo translation?
No, but that was kind of the actual
It
translation.
was.
He just, at the end, he says what he wants to say.
I know, yeah. He
But
was highlighting all the attributes of
if
Puerto
you were
Rico.
to watch this, like the Olympics did, this, you could follow everything that was going on about, we start out on the plains of which maybe that's why people got really upset, because they started on the plains of Puerto Rico, of how it started with the colonization.
Yep.
And the slaves in the
fields,
chopping and being slaves.
which I know, like, that depiction was amazing. I'm sorry, but what I cannot get over is that every single one of those bunches of grass was a person.
They were all people.
I thought that was a moment of production genius, because it's so much easier to have a person move than move an item during that time crunch.
I was trying to figure out like how this stage worked, because I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, how does this? I had no clue it was people until I saw it online.
I'm walking
someone
off.
had a picture like it was on TikTok.
they're
They're
like
like,
walking
yo,
off.
these are people.
And they're like bouncing like little Pokemon. The little furries.
It was beautiful.
It was so cool. There were so many cool things. And
There was a real wedding,
It
and
was
the dress
real.
was done by someone from our area in Cortland.
Which is crazy, but I love it. And that dress was beautiful.
Like, there was a real wedding, and then his message at the end is love is more powerful than hate. And I thought that was powerful. Like, we should not be hating, we should be embracing, we should be loving others. Like, we need to stop this hatred on others just because of
Their
what they look like and their
differences.
differences. Like, we're all one people.
I don't know about you, but that was when we talked about immigration and, our global studies units and U.S. history. That's what the emphasis always was, that America was the melting pot of all these different cultures coming together, and that's what made us great. We were the American experiment.
I don't know when we became a country of you're not allowed here anymore. Like, when did we close off our borders and the Statue of Liberty say, nah?
Yeah, what
Like,
was the decided cutoff? Because I feel like we should have been able to vote on it.
because if that's true, should I belong here? Did my parents came over in Ellis Island? How do I know that was the correct Ellis Island booth that they were in?
Yeah.
That they weren't in the Turkish line.
Ours did too. I mean,
like, how do we know? Like, you can't. And then on top of that, like, there's the immigrants who are getting arrested for nothing. If you have any kind of crime against you, that goes on your record, and no matter what people say about you, they'll always know you as this.
Yep.
And you can't erase that. And that's what's happening to these immigrants. Their people are looking at like, oh, someone accused you of this, that makes you this. And they're just going with it. They deserve it. The immigrants deserve it. And so I just posted that. Like I said, I posted on Fresh to Death. I was like, here we go. So I'm on Instagram because I'm like, I'm not going to post this on Facebook. I don't want to start shit. I'm just like, it's going to go on Instagram. It'll go to my Facebook on Instagram. Or no, it'll go on my Instagram to Facebook because everything's all in the same thing. So I go to post it. Somehow, the powers that be, God, I can't explain how it happened, but it goes onto my personal page, my post. So,
which again, the intention was for the show.
The show.
Because we had talked about it previously.
Yeah, and I've told people like, hey, I'm doing things for the show. I'm going to start engaging. So, because of that, we've got some comments. So, we had one person respond, I like the pre-show Green Day, which that's a valid excuse. I did too. I love that. Yep. Like, nothing wrong with that. That was a fun comment. And then there was another comment. I wish she had those same feelings when he was saying FIs, a majority of Latino organizations. I guess love is only the ones he likes. So, because it's me, I don't want to respond, because it's our channel. I feel like I shouldn't have personal emotions into it. So I run everything I say through ChatGPT, and I say, please, make it sound like me, but remove it so I don't sound like a jerk, so I don't sound like I'm a psycho.
Or like overly emotional.
There's a new show on the TLC called Suddenly Amish. It is about an Amish community in Lancaster, PA, who is looking to expand their bloodline of Amish people because they're at the point now where everyone is related to everybody, so they need some outside Amishing.
Getting a little inbred.
So we are, the mission is to find people who are going to be Amish. So if you are watching this right now and you've been thinking to yourself, man, I hate my cell phone. I hate electronics. I hate the bathroom. I hate
air conditioning
and heat and
electricity.
I want to be Amish, and this is the show for you. And so they get these people, and now they're on a trial basis of whether or not they're going to be accepted to the Amish community by performing chores and activities like they were on a reality show.
Which, with that within itself, how I was always taught that the Amish were, they never would have allowed cameras.
The Amish are so strict.
I was told that they wouldn't let you take photos of them because they believed it stole their souls. Like, why would they allow a reality show crew? So obviously, I don't think this is Amish.
I think this is 100% a fake show, down to the nitty gritty of everything about this show.
Well, what was your first clue?
All the Amish people have teeth. The first thing you know about Amish people is their hygiene is not the best because they do not use the latest technology in teeth wear. They also don't go to the dentist like we do.
Right, and I remember now that you learned this through Yoder.
Eli Yoder on the Amish. But I've known about Amishes myself. I remember in Indiana, we were learning about them because back then they were like, they used the technology of like
20 years ago.
It was
or
like,
50 years ago.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, that would be cool to live in that time. That's Little House on the Prairie age. I think I could do that. Like, I was really thinking, like, I think I could be Amish. That could be a thing. And then I started looking into it, and, like, there is no running bathroom. You have to use a porta potty. You have to go out in the fields and work every day. Like, that's a thing. Like, you have to grow a beard, like if you're married, and if you're not married, you have to shave it. But this show doesn't have any of that. I don't think anyone's like, I think these people are not Amish, they're Mennonites. Because everything they do is more Mennonite-y than Amish.
What's the difference?
The difference is Mennonites use more modern technology.
Such as
they'll use electricity for the house. They'll use lights. They'll use a bathroom.
Here's my thing.
But they don't.
Are they allowed to use batteries?
No. Well, to do what?
Like run a clock, for instance?
Yeah, Mennonites could do that, yes. Amish could not.
Interesting.
They
must spend a lot of money on batteries then.
Unless they're using the potato clock like we saw in Big Brother.
This one was hanging on the wall and ticking away. Just saying.
So these Amish people. Also, I keep on looking. I need to look at the girls' clothes. Eli Yoder was talking about the Amish's women are not allowed to have any buttons. Men are the only allowed to have buttons on a button-down shirt and like here, but that's the only way. And they're the only ones who are allowed to have buttons. And I'm like trying to think, and I was like, I'm pretty sure the boss girl, like not the old one, the young one, like she was she totally had like a button-down shirt. It was like a blue dress. It was a button-down blue dress, and I was like, that's a weird dress. Like, but I might be wrong. I keep on going back to check, and I can't tell because the camera moves.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to keep up with things. And anyway, so we've established that these people may or may not be Amish. But they are playing that they are Amish because they invite 5 people who are the opposite of whoever would be accepted into the Amish community. We have a beauty pageant girl.
Wait, which one?
The beauty pageant. The one she goes on, like, she...
The dancer?
Yeah, the dancer. Not Esme, the other one.
Yeah, Kendra.
Kendra, yeah.
We could just use names, I guess.
I guess we could just... We have Kendra, the...
professional dancer in Los Angeles.
And model. We got Esme, the girl who...
I think she was an autism therapist. But she was like, I just want to be Amish. And I was like, that's a big jump from an autism therapist.
But she doesn't want to give up her nails or her lashes. She thinks the Amish will accept her wearing makeup because that's who she is. Then we got Judah, who is
Delightful. He's African American.
Which I mean, we have to ask the question: is there any African Americans in the Amish community? Because I don't think
We
I've
haven't
ever
seen
them.
any in this season.
I've
so
also
far.
never think in my life. So I like there's a question. The mother asks Judah. She goes, "Are there any black people who are Amish? Like, I don't know if you should be going there. I'm worried for you."
Yeah.
Like, her mom, I think, had some legit points.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know. Like, he also identifies as bisexual.
Yes.
And he thinks the Amish are going to accept that.
Cut to Matt, who is from Texas. He is a divorced dad with 2 kids. Oh, how cute, how wholesome. He's looking to turn to the Amish to see what he can learn from them, how he can enrich his life, feel closer to his faith, foundations. Yo, this man gets chased off a property with an axe for being divorced. Judah's going to get... I'm legitimately worried for Judah's safety at this point.
I don't know how this man made it so far. Like, did nobody sign up for Suddenly Amish? And they were like, all right, these are the people. Because this man is divorced. He comes onto the place. Everybody knows he's divorced.
Yeah.
He talks about his kids. It's not like he was hiding it.
And they were like, you can't really join the church.
This psycho guy. I forgot
James, who is Amish, who is already the black sheep of Amishdom, or this Amish community, or in Amish communities in general, because I feel like he just moved here recently. And it's just literally has a scene of him in a cornfield of him being like, well, this is my burner phone, and him being like, I like the alcohol, and it's a duffel bag full of booze. It's a duffel bag. You're Amish, bro. Do you know you're Amish?
Also,
I don't think you do.
Also, he had other paraphernalia things in the bag, and
I was blowing a gasket when we got to the booze.
I was.
There was so much booze, like to rival this guy amount of booze. Like this would be a 3-day bender for him in this duffel bag.
But I think it's because James is in love with Kendra, and this whole plan is for these Amish people to repopulate. So that means that the new Amish people that come in cannot procreate with any of the people coming in. They have to do it within the community. That's kind of like the general consensus of this whole thing. It's creepy to me.
It is.
But it's kind of the whole point.
It's to be creepy.
But yet Kendra and Matt. Kendra and Matt are just like love at first sight. And he's like,
they're like talking to each other,
thinking about her, like she's the bee's knees. And then all of a sudden, James finds out that he's divorced, and he's like, "You're divorced. You're off.
You need to leave. Go." And he's like walking with an axe. I told you to leave.
Like,
man is a psychopath.
Chasing someone off your property with an axe?
Man is a psychopath.
That's insane.
Are you going to go anywhere after that?
Yeah, because then Matt goes home. He's been gone for a couple of episodes now. So, like, everybody is becoming Amish. Like, we're getting the clothes on them. They're going out, and they had a milk butter for, like, 2 seconds.
Churn butter.
And it just turned into a, like, joke contest about churning butter.
Sounding like sex. Which, like, honestly, like, it's entertaining to me because I'm a pervert. And
I didn't get it.
I thought
but
the one
lady,
funny.
She wants to be Amish. She's tried to be Amish all her life. And then when she gets to the Amish, like, I don't know how long she was holding it, but she's like, I really have to go to the bathroom. And they're like, here you go. And she's like, Lordy, no, I'm not going in there.
It's an outhouse.
Like, where did she think she was gonna go?
I know, it's like they heard the word before and they were like, "Great, don't think about anything else. You're doing the show."
This is how we do it now. This is it.
Great, you've heard the word, you've heard the phrase before. You're in. That's all you need.
Amish. So these people are trying to be Amish. They're getting the parts in. They are learning what it means to be Amish, which I don't know if we were learning what it means to be
No,
Amish.
but you know what it doesn't include is accessibility because we did forget to talk about Aaron.
Yes.
Aaron has hearing impairments. He has some deafness and he has hearing aids that he connects to his phone to be able to hear conversations. They yank that shit out of his hands immediately. So not only that, but he's got like muffled natural hearing. They're like, we're going to get you. You know what? We got you. We're Amish. We look out for each other. We're going to get you an Amish approved hearing aid. And it looked like it was the first hearing aid ever invented.
It looked like one of those dollar store Walkman hearing aids that you get where you put the battery in and it just rings the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, it was pitiful. And this guy legitly, like, I understand it. Like,
Yes.
I use my phone to hook to my headphones to communicate out in this world because it's too loud. Like, I need my headphones and my cell phone to live. And I understand where he's coming from. Like, I give him a lot of credit. I don't think I could do it.
He's still on the show.
He's still doing it, and
He's still doing it. And like he is really trying. So like I gotta give it to Aaron. He is really
right now
trying.
he is my favorite.
He is the most earnest about trying to adapt while having obviously one of the biggest conflicts with this whole experience.
But being Amish, like I said, everyone's with Aaron, we see him at night pacing because he can't hear and what he can hear. And I'm wondering at night if he's not hearing the crickets and it's interfering, that it's almost like an alarm clock to him.
Yeah.
Like, I know for me, like, there's all kinds of pitches that some are louder and others.
Yeah, there's certain pitches that affect you more. Like,
and with a hearing aid, it kind of brings it all into one level. I feel really bad for him because they won't, like, it's not like he's using his cell phone. He just has it in the house.
Yeah. Like it just needs to be in range.
Yeah, it's just in range. Like, how is it different than a brick and a phone? Like, you know, what if we made him a Bible that was electronic, that had a charger in it, was solar powered, that he could connect to, and it would have the Bible verses on there for him? But that wouldn't be allowed because it would be technology. I don't know. I want to help this guy.
I know, and I
think the best help is don't go Amish.
Yes.
Because they do not care. They just want your seed. Because also, have you noticed, like, they're all good stock guys? Like, they're all people like,
good breeding.
They would make good breeders.
Yes.
So, the show is icky and weird, and I want to know if it's fake. And I am this close to driving to Lancaster, PA,
which is not far from us,
to see, because I've been to Lancaster. I am seeing none of the things they do.
I've seen that area more for like Quaker town, like Quakers.
Yeah, Quakers are there. Yeah, so and then this newest episode, the one girl goes on a date. I forgot her name.
Billy Joe. Yes, we haven't talked about Billy Joe. So let's talk about Billy Joe. Billy Joe is the elder marm of the group. She's like 30 something. She's a little bigger like me. You know, big girls need love too. So she's joined and always been obsessed with the Amish and wanted to join the Amish community. Shows off her collection of dolls and all her own. Shows up in Amish attire already so she can like blend in. We already know this girl's cray-cray. Billy Joe really wants to find a good Amish guy. So she goes on a date.
Can we talk about this, or is it not good to talk about? Her suitcase? Everyone gets inspected for.
Oh, yeah,
their
we're just
suitcases.
glossing over inspection, which I found really gross in the first place. I was like, I don't think anybody was expecting anybody to go through any of their stuff, which
Obviously not, because
Billy Joe had a vibrator.
but the Amish knew what it was, and that might be the biggest problem. Why did the Amish people immediately know what it was?
Right?
Like, I didn't know what it was till they started making jokes.
You saw what color it was.
I thought it was a castle. I didn't know.
I thought it was a castle. I thought it was a castle. You can put your little Lego figures in there, play.
Yeah, it looked like it had a fort. Like it had like all these like little lakes.
Oh my god. On a very special episode of Fresh to Death, Brian learns what a vibrator is.
So that was, I learned something from
You
the
did.
TLC network.
And that you don't want to be Amish. Two things so far.
The one girl, Kendra, she had naughty underwear.
Yep.
That was bad. Judah, what did he have wrong? Oh, his boots were bad.
Oh yeah,
in
he had
his
like
suitcase.
8,000 boots or buckles on his boots.
In his suitcase, was there anything bad besides his clothes?
Fashion show. No.
It was just his clothes weren't appropriate. Aaron hid his cell phone because they found his charger. So they're like, "We're taking your cell phone," and he's like, "I got backups." But yeah, Billy Joe's, that was interesting. And then
she went on a date. What was his name?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let's call him Jeremiah.
No, not Jeremiah.
Okay, I was just thinking of an Amish name.
I know.
All right, we forget the man's name, but he is apparently Amish.
Apparently Amish.
Why don't you take this?
He's apparently Amish because you don't want to touch this with a 10-foot pole. This guy has the trad Amish haircut, I'm going to say. The traditional veil. Bowl. The whole. This dude has the whole bowl cut. And I don't know why, but it reminds me of like this colander is what they put on his head, is what it looked like. Just fucking ridiculous. This man is burly. I think he's like 6'2" and kind of just there. Doesn't really say much. Okay.
He's a quiet man.
Quiet,
Meek
strong.
man.
Okay.
He's a man of few words. And
okay.
Aaron goes, we're going to hook you up with Billy Joe. So they go on a date.
And they go for a walk. Whoa.
Like, as an Amish person, I don't know what it's like, what cameras are. I don't know, like, are they familiar with, like, a camera crew far away? Do they know if they put the camera here and walk away, is it still recording? Like, I don't know how much Amish people know about the technology that we have.
Yeah.
So I do not know if this individual knows that he is being recorded on a date, or is, because like I don't know if he's nervous, because he looks frightened. He looks terrified.
He has no idea what's going on right now.
Like I feel like he just got thrown onto the show, and he's like, I'm here. What do I do?
I don't know what's happening. What time are we done?
And then Billy Joe just goes into him about, tell me all the dirty things you do as an Amish boy.
Yeah, there's a lot of rules, aren't there? Don't you hate that? What ones don't you like? Are there any ones you don't follow? And she's like, I'll go first. I've got a tattoo on my neck. And yes, and that's the other thing. Kendra has tattoos.
Yeah, everyone has tattoos, and I didn't think tattoos, like, I thought they believed that if you mark the body, it was a permanent, like, death sentence to hell if you were to mark and defame your body. But that may be just me.
I don't know.
But Billy Joe.
Yeah, so she's like, what about you? And he just goes, oh, yeah, I've got a couple tattoos. What? As an Amish, you've got tattoos?
A full-blown Amish guy has tattoos.
He's got it on his back and his legs, apparently. He's like, yeah, so it doesn't show. I was like, okay.
But, like, what if there was a situation where you go swimming and you take off, like, where, like, I feel like I would be scared to have a tattoo as an Amish person, because what if...
James fights out?
Yeah, James has an axe.
This dude has an axe and will use it.
So we are just going on this date, and this bro just whips out that he's got, like...
Not only tattoos. You can't even say it.
I can't.
You can't do it. I know. I saw you struggle in the eyes. This dude not only has tattoos, but he's got his nipples pierced. This Amish dude has his nipples pierced. What? No. I automatically ejected from the community. I'm pretty sure. Like, James is going to hook him up, and he's going to be pulling the blouse.
Exactly. This guy does not fit the story that we're getting. So, like, is it the cameras and he's just trying to, like he doesn't know that, like, because the way he turns, like, he's trying to, like, hide from somebody.
Yeah.
But the camera obviously picks him up.
Because
the camera can zoom.
He's in front of a camera. That's how they work.
That's what I'm saying. Does he know or not? That's the question.
I honestly, the more that I watch this, like, the more I'm just like, this is all it. It's definitely fake. There's no way.
It has to be fake.
There's no, yeah, and not only that, but like the fact that, like, this guy, you could easily toss a wig on him, give him a bad haircut in 10 seconds, and then just be like, you're Amish now, go.
Also, everybody swears on the Amish.
Oh, yeah, they're swearing around the Amish like crazy. They are bleeping everything.
And I was like, I don't think the Amish would tolerate that.
I don't think the Amish would tolerate that either. I turned to you and I said, I'm sorry. I didn't hear one oof or from one Amish person that they were around when they swore.
Those sounded very Pacific noises.
Yes.
Like you've heard them before.
I have. They make my skin crawl.
I don't think, like, we're gonna keep watching to find out if they're Amish, but, like, this show is
can't be Amish. It's just so easy to just be like, this is James. James is new because he's a bad boy, right? Oh, he's got, just give him oh yeah, this is my burner phone and my booze, and I'm new in town and everybody thinks I'm a black sheep, but I'm trying to preserve the Amish.
Like, it's insane to me, this show. Like, how did this show get past the point where they're like, we're going to air it and no one will believe it's fake? Like, it's almost like watching a performance and they're like, we're live here in the middle of the storm. And you can tell, like, it's a green screen because there's the green glow around them.
Glow all around you.
Like, that's what it feels like.
That's when you got to use the clip.
So, with that, I think we have talked enough. Next time, we'll talk about the Muppets, because
we didn't even talk about the Muppets.
We got to talk about the Muppets.
I threw a Pigs in Space reference in this episode.
I know. So, we'll talk about the Muppets next time, because that needs its own dedication and time.
Its own episode.
Because if you haven't seen it, it's special and magical, and I love it.
A good palate cleanser.
Yeah. So... You know what? That's what you should do after this episode. If you still feel yourself heated, watch the Muppet Show. Don't watch Suddenly Amish.
Don't watch it, but
all right. So we'll see you guys next time.
And they call it Muppet Love. It's all I've ever known. Also, Happy Time Murders is like the best movie ever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you've been just like popped out this whole time.